Work doesn't give you purpose, you give purpose to your work. Let that statement sink in. Did you used to believe any differently about it? Did you think that your work is making your life meaningful or that your work is too boring that it's taking the meaning away from your life? If you used to believe any of this, then let this video give you a chance to think differently and to believe a little differently. Hi, I am Kashika, and in this video, I'll be talking about 4 ways to make your work life more meaningful. So, you know those people who wake up every morning with such zeal, looking forward to everything, looking forward to their work and talking to people, and the happiness is really evident on their face. It just doesn't happen like that. You have to make it happen for yourself. And if you are one of those people who wants to do this for themselves, comment I am ready. And let me know in the comments below what it is that you feel is missing from your work. Is it meaning, or it is excitement, or it is passion, or it is something else? Let me know what it is that you want to take away from this video. I might be talking about just meaning, but you might be taking away so much more. But you will only be able to take that away if you know what you are looking for. You only get something in your life when you know what it is that you are looking for. If you say that I want happiness, but you don't know what happiness is for you, then there are chances that you may never really feel happy, even though you have all the things that apparently make you happy. So it's you who has to decide what you want from this video, what you feel is lacking from your work. If you watch this video till the end, you will not only be able to, of course, add more meaning to your work, but also identify your core strengths, identify your core values, and get clarity in your thinking. And guess what? Clarity is equal to power. If you like the content, make sure to join my Telegram channel. The link is in description. And guess what? There's a lot more in this video. There's a lot more links. There are a lot more resources that you will only be able to use if you watch the video till the end, because I'll be talking about these resources. I'll be talking about how you can find your core values so that you know if they align with your work life, so that you know what kind of work you want to do. But for that, you'll have to watch this video till the end. I've seen so many people struggling with their work life, going to the office every day in the morning, coming back and feeling frustrated with everything, not finding meaning in anything that they do, and that translating into every single thing in their life. If you are one of them, then this video is for you. If you put in the effort to, break the barriers and break free of the mediocrity by really following and being aware of yourself in the first place, there's nothing that can stop you from being that person who finds meaning in everything, who wakes up with a zeal in their life, who wakes up while looking forward to the things that, looking forward to everything in their life. Coming on to the 4 ways to make your work life more meaningful. The first one is that you value yourself as a person independent of how you feel you are good or not good at something. So many of us attach our value to something that we are good at. For example, I used to believe for the longest time that if I'm good at my work, that makes me a good enough person. If the day when someone would praise me for my work would be the day that I would feel so good about myself. But the day I'd feel that I did not do something well enough and someone criticized me for it would be the day that I feel the most miserable about myself. And I know for a fact that it's not a great way of living life. So it's a message to you that you are valuable, that your worthiness is always there, independent of you being good or not being good at something, because it's always a skill that you can learn. If you feel that you are not good at playing football, then you can be good at it by maybe training. If you feel that you are not good at a particular part of your work, then you can be good at it by again training for it. So stop seeing your worth as connected to something and start seeing yourself as worthy. However, it's your beliefs that help you navigate through life and achieve some things and maybe not achieve other things. So seeing yourself as a valuable person, as a worthy person, is the first way to seeing meaning in your life. The second way is by identifying your core values. For this, make sure that you go to the description column and click on the link for the resources where I've provided you with a template to understand what core values are, and then identify the 5 core values for yourself. This is a task that may require you to really sit with yourself and think and then come up with these things. But once you are able to do that, then try and understand if your work is helping you to contribute in that manner. If your work is such that helps you live by your values, this will help you understand if this is the work that you want to do, or maybe switch your lines, or maybe do it in a different way that it satisfies your values as well. Only when you know your beliefs and values will you be able to get meaning in anything and everything. But everything starts with self awareness. So, this is your chance to really understand what your values are and if your work aligns with those values. The third way through which you can add more meaning to your work is by asking yourself the following questions. Now, again, I have attached a template for this in the description section. Make sure that you click on that link and do these 2 activities, because they will help you tremendously, not just to understand how to make your work life more meaningful, but to also understand yourself better. These are some self reflective activities that will give you a lot of clarity. I myself have done that, and I'd love for you to do that too. So, the first question to ask yourself is, what am I good at? List down all the things that you are good at, independent of your work life. For me, it could be that I am a good singer, I am a good football player, I am good at making videos, and the list goes on. So try to identify all the things that you are good at. The second question is who I want to serve for a very long time in my life. I'm sure you must have heard about niche in work. So, in order to understand what your niche is, try to ask yourself who it is that you would like to serve. So, for example, for me, I could come to the conclusion that I'd like to work with working women. That's the one section that I'd like to work for a very long time with. But it takes some time to even think about it and come to a conclusion. So sit with yourself and give this a thought. The third question to ask is, what can people buy me for? People don't buy your products, they buy you. Right now, when you look at any content, it's because you are liking the way I am talking to you, the way I am explaining things to you, not because the topic is too good for you. Maybe there are tons of people talking about this, but you choosing to watch this video till this time shows that you are interested in the way I am explaining it to you. So, what can people buy you for? What is it that you are great at that people could buy you for? Try to come up with a list of things. And then come up with a list of what people need. What is it that people need? If this is something that people can buy you for, is it even a need in the first place? So try to identify their needs as well. And what do I want from my work? That's the last question to ask yourself. Is it meaning? Is it money? Is it more clients? Try to come up with all the things that you want your work to give you more of. Once you are done with this exercise, it may take some time, it may take a lot of reflection, it may take a lot of energy, but it will end up giving you lots of clarity. And trust me, that's worth it. It is uncomfortable, yes, but it is very, very valuable for you as well. So make sure that you spend some time and try to think about these things. Once you are done answering these questions, it will give you a lot of clarity about what it is that you would like to see different in your work and what is it that you need to do differently when it comes to your work. And then the fourth way to make your work life more meaningful is by sitting and thinking about what your perfect day looks like in and out of work. But focus more on what your work day looks like. Is it that you want to be at a place where there's really good work life balance, where there's not so much work that you are just drenched in it? Or is it a place where you feel that you have to have meaningful relationship with other people, lots of maybe team outings and good equation with your manager? Like, those are the things to think about. And then see if those things are being satisfied in your current workplace. Do you think those are the things that you can ask for in the current workplace? If not, then what is it that you would like to do where all of these situations, all of these things can be satisfied? And then what are the skills that you require to switch from here to there? Those are all the kind of things, those are all the questions that you need to ask yourself. And if you are able to do these four things that I told you about, seeing your value as a person irrespective of anything, answering all the questions that I asked you about, identifying your core values, and thinking of your perfect work life, this is how you'll understand, this is how you'll be able to make more meaning out of your work. Try out these four techniques and let me know what works best for you in the comments below, and let me know if I can help you with anything. All the very best to you, and thank you for listening to me.